Hey everyone, what is going on? It's Colin C back from the Crypto Boys, and yes, I have another Voyager update for you. I don't want to waste any of your time. I want to get right into it. So this update just came out in the court docs just about 30 minutes ago, and I was looking through it, and I wanted to give it to you guys as soon as we could. It is the first message, our first anything we have heard, or I should say read, of Stephen Ehrlich since all of this pretty much began, besides a couple totally meaningless tweets that happened a while ago. Now listen, this is not going to be a video to get into your crypto if it's locked up. This is pretty much based on, as you can tell from the thumbnail, is your USD and what's going to happen with that and what you can at least somewhat expect to happen in the next coming days. As you know, 11 o'clock Eastern time on August 4th is the big time hearing, is the big time court date that you need to be paying attention to see how soon maybe you can start spending or taking out that USD again. In this court doc that Stephen Ehrlich wrote up and released to the courts today could have some implication on what's going to happen. Again, your cryptocurrency, we still don't know exactly what's going to happen. That has to go through some different channels, but there are some things in this document that can lead to some assumptions that could happen, but mostly it's going to be about USD and staking. If you would for me, go ahead and like the video. It really does help push us out to other people, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the Crypto Boys. We hit 3,000 subs today, which is absolutely fantastic. We never thought we'd be in this position, but here we are. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump down to the desktop. Okay, everybody, so here you can see exactly what's happening. This is a declaration of Stephen Ehrlich in support of the debtors, which is Voyager's motion for entry of this order. Basically, they need to get all of this passed and all of this information to the court so we can get our USD back. If the judge doesn't understand, if the courts don't understand, if they can't explain it properly, then guess what? We're not going to get it back, or they're going to, like Chase have said a million times, continue and continue and continue these motions. So what I want to go over here is basically what Stephen has said, and there are a couple very important points that you need to know. So the very first one right here is, I submit Stephen Ehrlich this declaration on behalf of the debtors motion, so Voyager's motion, to authorizing the debtors, Voyager, to honor the withdrawals from the FBO account and liquidate customers, the cryptocurrency of customers' accounts with a negative balance. Who knows what's going to happen there? I don't know if one happens with the other. Like, can A happen? Can we still get our USD back without B happening? I'm not sure. I haven't had time to get this past Chase, and I leave for the CrossFit Games tonight, so I wanted to get this out as soon as possible. So I'm not sure exactly on that one, but there is going to be some things about staking in here, as you can see down on E right here, is that continue staking the cryptocurrency is going to be a very important thing as we move through this document. All right, guys, so you can see here right down on number 3, this, I'm just going to sum this up very quickly for you. Basically, he's saying that we need to continue processes Voyager does with staking and other things like staking, because if we don't, that's how we're going to make money while we're going through Chapter 11, and then it's going to help everybody out, especially those who have cryptocurrency locked up, to be able to have a more worth of their crypto and maybe take less of a haircut when we actually get things up and running and figuring out who's going to buy what, if we're going to sell it, and all that stuff. Also, it's going to help with the USD, because then they can have more money and more staking happen on their platform, again, while all the cryptocurrency is continually locked up in this freeze period. So number 4 here, as we kind of go down, guys, basically they're just saying that, hey, even if you allow staking, we're still going to have it on the court oversight. We're still going to allow the committee and the debtors have an agreement between the two. Not one can do without the other. We've kind of already have that set, because the receivership makes the decisions now once you turn over to that Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Stephen goes on to say here in number 1, that's in bold, allowing customers to withdraw cash in the MCFBO account, so basically take it out of the bank, will help the debtors basically with their restructuring efforts, again, by being able to keep cash on the platform and to be able to, hopefully, that some customers will stay staked. It's very unclear if you're going to have to keep it on the platform or what they're going to be able to do with it. We still don't know. I don't want to assume. I'm going to assume you can transfer it off and you can do whatever you want with your cash and your money, but I honestly don't know. I don't know for sure, so I don't want to say for sure on that matter. Number 6 here, Stephen's just basically saying exactly what it means, because again, we're acting like the court and the judge have no idea what's going on. Remember, this is cryptocurrency. Precedent is going to be set with this. We're going to actually have a video on that explaining it. I don't want to go much into that, but basically just explaining what exactly happening, that the debtors, Voyager, has nothing to do with the cash. It's all held in the MC bank, and we're just going to keep moving on here. Number 7 is basically, again, explaining what's going to happen when a customer executes an order to buy cryptocurrency, what happens when it transfers from the bank to their basically their platform, and then you can buy the crypto, but it's still in USD for that moment, which is very important for those who have USD. Now the big boy. I think number 8 is the most important number and the most important part of this. And here's the line I want you guys to really focus on, is that importantly, the debtors have not borrowed funds from the MCFBO accounts. Additionally, all cash movement from the MCFBO accounts is approved by the MCS Bank in the reconciliation process. What that means is exactly what Chase was worried about. And Chase has been hitting this nail on the head. So he really, truly has. Even in the beginning when he didn't know anything, he had the idea of what was going to happen. And basically what that means is Voyager could have borrowed from that account to pay, basically, let's grab Peter's money and let's pay Paul. They haven't done that. So the USD of what we've deposited is supposedly, until we know for sure on August 4th, but Steven's saying it's there, is that it's all there. All of our USD is there. It's in the account. They have not borrowed from it like they technically could have, and it's there to be able to be distributed back to us, the creditors or the customers of Voyager. That is massive. Number 9 here, Steven goes on to say basically that the FBO account is customers' cash. It is not our cash. That's why we've never touched it. We've never seen it that way. So we're hoping to get them back their cash immediately. Also provide some staking opportunities for Voyager. And here you can go down to the kind of the number 2 here, the Roman numeral number 2, is that we're continuing to stake cryptocurrency, maximize value not only for us, but also for the blockchain. Is that they've got to start getting revenue coming in. And one way to do that and get out of this chapter 11 a little bit quicker is by staking. And Steven does a very good job of telling them why staking is nothing like lending, because they have to let the court know that, hey, this isn't another Three Arrows Capital situation. We're not jumping back into the same issue that we created for everybody. And the reason why we're in chapter 11 bankruptcy, they're saying that staking is completely different. We're not lending out anybody's crypto. We're not doing anything different that other than trying to make some money to our stakeholders, us, or to our customers, that way they can earn like 7% is what he says in here, and we can earn some on that USD or on that cryptocurrency being held on the platform as well. Otherwise, we're just kind of losing time going through this chapter 11 process, which can take forever and ever and ever, depending on motions and lawyers and that, to claim that they're able to start getting people their money back quicker and start able to making some sort of revenue during this process. Number 12 here, kind of skipping down, guys. Staking generates passive income in cryptocurrency assets by offering a way to earn interest staked through protocols. Again, it is not like lending, is what he's basically going over. 13, the customer agreement that each customer enters into Voyager Digital upon a customer's decision to use the debtor's platform explicitly allows the debtors to stake cryptocurrency for their customers. So listen, he's also saying here, listen, when we go through all the processes, when you got to check those little boxes like Chase says, did you actually read them or not? Chase is the person who actually reads those boxes. Colin, myself, is the person who doesn't read those boxes. I send those to Chase to read for me. Only thing is I didn't send them this time. But either way, neither here nor there, they're saying we have full opportunity to do this. We've already gotten the okay from the customers when we signed up and said, hey, yep, Voyager, you can stake my cryptocurrency. It's on there. I give you permission because I checked this box and I said it was fine, which I did do. I looked back and saw that, yes, I gave them permission. That's obviously what staking means. And that's all Steven is saying to the court, is like, hey, they already told us we can do this with their money, so it's good to go. But it's still unclear is if you're going to have to keep the USD on there, or if you purchase something, then keep your crypto on there. I still don't know exactly how that's going to all work out. It is still a little bit ambiguous as to what is going to happen when they make that decision. Jumping down to number 14 here, basically from July 1st, 2021 to June 30th, 2022, the debtors staked up to 16 coins at any given time, an average yield of 7%. You can see that right here, average yield of 7%, generating approximately $51 million in staking rewards. If the motion is approved, which is going to be known on August 4th, and subject to review by the committee, which is probably going to be another little bit of time, but that's just the committee that they have put forth the receivership. Order of the court, the debtors anticipate staking approximately 19 coins on a go-forward basis for a potential average yield of 7%. 7 of those proposed staking coins basically have no lockup period. You can take that out whenever you want. So if you want to be able to take that out, that's something to know. And the other remaining 12 coins do have a 30-day lockup period, which is overall pretty short, as you guys know. I mean, think about, you know, Ethereum, and think about some other places where you've had it staked. You've had it staked for months and months on end, and some are 2 months, some are longer, whatever it is. You guys understand all that. But for the most part, that seems to be pretty legitimate to me. If we go scroll down to B, I've already went over this, but staking cryptocurrency is not equivalent to lending cryptocurrency. We understand all that. Basically, he tells you about the 3 Arrows Capital deal, blah, 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 blah. We get it. 16, I believe that staking will benefit the debtor's estate, which is crypto's estates, and their customers, because it's a low-risk practice that offers the potential for the debtors, their customers, can earn interest on their cryptocurrency holdings. Accordingly, I believe the approval of the motion permitting the debtors to continue staking cryptocurrency on behalf of the customers is crucial to maximizing value for the debtors' estates for the benefit of the customers and all stakeholders alike. All right, everybody. So that is what Steven has basically said. He's saying, listen, we need to get people back their USD ASAP. We need to deploy the cash that they have, hopefully keep it on the platform. Again, I don't know for sure one way or the other if we're going to have to keep it on there, if you can spend it and then keep your crypto on there so they can use it. But either way, we've got to get our money back so we can spend it, so they can start making money off of our money. Remember, that's another $350 million right now, roughly, that they could be using and making 7-ish% on, that we could be making money on as staked as well, that we are not being able to. And Steven is saying, listen, this is why it's so crucial. It's got to be approved now, because every single day, minute, hour, second we wait, we are losing money. Our shareholders, our cryptocurrency customers, our creditors are losing money as well. So that is what Steven's saying. I think it's a very important update, especially if you have USD on the platform. And again, for people who just hold cryptocurrency, we have a lot of crypto on there too. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but this is going to allow Voyager to at least get some legs or some foundation under some things to get crypto back, maybe even a little bit sooner, or at least a little bit quicker, or maybe you're even going to get more of your crypto back when we eventually get that back and figure out how they're going to figure it out in court. Now, there are a couple things like Digital Asset News had a bankruptcy lawyer on his channel. I would suggest going to look at that, but honestly, Chase hit the nail on the head on almost every single point. I watched the entire video. I had Chase watch it. He absolutely killed it. He's been killing it the whole time, so I was very impressed with him not being a specialized bankruptcy attorney. It's how much he has transferred his knowledge into where he believes and how much research he did. So most of that was on. One question we still have that he's checking with his bankruptcy person, that is a very difficult question to get, is there's nothing that says yet that you have to, or you must, or you should file a claim. We still don't have that answer. I'm going to try to figure it out as soon as I can, but again, I'm not for sure 100% that you need to file a claim, or that you even should file a claim. So I don't know. You're going to have to make your own decision on that. Chase is figuring out that answer. As soon as we have it, we will bring it to you immediately. All right, guys, that's all I've got. If you've got questions below, please throw them in the comment section. We will try to help out as much as we can. But as always, we appreciate you rocking with the fittest crypto channel on YouTube, and I'm out.